an image from Danielle Beloy from Africa. She was part of a competition, the Canvas of the Future at UN at the AI Summit. And she boldly spotlighted the need to tackle gender and racial inequality, and to ensure that we uplift marginalized community, and we ensure that no one is left behind in shaping our common future. AI has the transformative power to propel us in the future, but it comes with important responsibility. Today, I'm honored to have this discussion with you because we have the possibility to decide what do we want humanity to be, how do we want our planet to look like, and how we imagine the life of our future generation. While AI has this potential to propel us in the future, it also carries a unique concentration of social and power tension. And we usually discuss those tensions among tech people. Today I'm honored to be part of our two nations, Ireland and Italy, are coming together in an AI working group to bring different voices, to tap into the brilliant mind of the past, like Gregory Bateson, an archaeologist that in 1938 was studying the people from Imol in Papua New Guinea, and he came out with his theory, the schismogenesis, to understand the formation of social tension. And why am I talking about those tensions? In AI, I'm sure you have heard tension like the biases, the men versus the women, the first world versus the other world, the profit versus the ethics, the conflict, the nature versus innovation. But most importantly, those issues are usually tackled one by one. There is an interesting synergy and concentration of those tensions that amplify social inequality, that have the possibility to fracture our social structure and influence global dynamics. So I'll use a few examples to show how, if we take the gender lens, how the gender lens is represented in the tension between ethics and profit, or racial inequality, and at the end, real versus fake. I'm sure you have heard that this technology has gender bias. What does that mean? He usually prefers to represent men when we talk about, for example, highly paid jobs like architect, lawyer. And when we try to represent social workers or a housekeeper, we see many women. But it's not just about representation. It is the manifestation of our culture through this technology, how gender influence our view on races. When we prompt those models with things like a person, a social service, we see racial minority groups. On the other side, when we talk about a productive person, oh yeah, it's usually a white man. And when we try to look for a Muslim person, it's usually a man with a head covering. And those are the issues that propagate through gender and race and culture, and those minorities that are represented through stereotypes. We are better than that. And let's bring now into the world of the real and the fake. This is a video from Taylor Swift that went viral in China. And I'm sure you have seen fake video from Donald Trump and Obama. And everyone talk about deep fake with celebrities. That's not the real problem. 1 year ago, I was at UN at the headquarters in New York, and on my panel, there was the journalist from Middle East. She was attacked in her identity with non-consensual content, depicting her with her boss, where her mom and her dad and her kids saw the content, her niece and her nephew, and her social circle. That's the real impact that deepfake has on people, those that don't have the monetary means and the social means to combat. It destroys the strength of normal people, our identity, our reputation. And when this technology is used against teenagers, can do real damage. So what do? Diversity, that's we are here today. AI has a problem of diversity. Here are just some numbers about the lack of women in this space. If we look at minority groups, those numbers are really worse than that. And the point is, there is still a lot to do. Even if we have made progress, and we are here today to celebrate our progress, we can't stop. I'd like to use a few words from Ronald Reagan's final speech as President of the United States in 1989. Ronald Reagan said, other countries may seek to compete with us, but in one vital area as beacon of freedom and opportunity that draw the people of the world, no country on earth come close. We lead the world because unique among nations, we draw our people, our strength from every country, from every corner around the world. And by doing so, we continuously renew and enrich our nation, thanks to each wave of new arrival into our nation of opportunity. We are a nation forever young, forever bursting with the energy and new ideas, and always on the cutting edge. This quality is vital to our future. If we ever close the door of our nation to the new American, our leadership in the world will soon be lost. That piece was named a love letter to immigrants. I read those words as a love letter to diversity. And how we make those words real in practice. It takes all of us to come together in a coordinated plan of intervention, starting with local, working with organization, working with your organization around the world, and at global level. I'll give some example before I close. Women in AI is only one nonprofit organization. I have so many women in AI here in the room tonight. I couldn't have done without you. We are in 171 countries around the world, but we are local. We work with each other. We have education course. We have mentorship program. We are women to help our other women to succeed. And I'm privileged to be in this country. I was part of the design of the first National AI Master, and after 3 years, the course was amazing. But when I realized that we lacked women and diversity, I went back to the government. I say, we have a problem. This is a plan to help more women to get on board. After 3 months, we were live with the first certificate foundation on AI, which is still running today to show that education has to be at the core of our action. But not only at a government level, you, from all your different companies, can help your employee to get on board and to learn this new technology. We need to influence each other in this hierarchical framework where we can bring the new employer into our company and inspire them and support them through their career. They should inspire the college student and those, the high-level student and middle school, and then reach the primary school. Those girls, they still have the dream that we, with our biased culture, haven't kept their dream yet and show that for them there is a better future. At the international level, I'm working with UNESCO on Women for Ethical AI. It's simply 70 women around the world bringing the gender agenda, the human rights, the fundamental freedom at the table. When we govern AI, when we develop AI, we need to have those discussions before we roll out a technology that only after 15 years on the market, we start to recognize that it's having an impact on our teenagers. And finally, just 2 days ago, the World Standard Organization has endorsed a new global collaboration led by ITU, which is another UN agency, in collaboration with the ICO, IC, which are standard organizations around the world, coming together to fight deepfake, to bring trust back into our digital space, to attach certificate and provenance. And I'm honored to chair it. And finally, I want to conclude this by saying that diversity in tech is a global commitment, is our leader responsibility, and one that I share with all of you here today and with the remarkable individual and organization around the world which are fighting to give a voice to everyone. And this event is the embodiment of this collective effort, a collective effort that is giving an opportunity to women, to marginalized community, to have a voice, to innovate and to inspire the next generation of technology. And we can stand to our future generation and give them a chance of a fair life and give them a chance of true and honest relationship among each other and with our planet. Thank you.